Hey, what's up? I'm Kevin.
I'm Finny.
Camp Counselor Mike.
We're out here in Tyler State Park, Newtown, Pennsylvania, and we're going on a little bird watch. I got my camera.
So if you want to point it that way, you can see we're going high in elevation because birds can fly. So we figured the higher we are, the more birds there'll be.
So we don't know if this means anything, but got some bird markings here. Dineen was here. Maybe it's a song.
We don't have the same like vocals.
Did you hear that?
Vocals.
Yeah, so the boys are.
Yo, Mike.
Oh, looks like the boys found some scat. Let's go look in.
So we found a little bit of scat here.
Is that avian?
All signs are pointing to it not being avian.
Oh, okay.
Just based off the texture. Finny tasted a little bit.
Tastes like human shit.
Bird right up there.
Get down! Oh my god, that actually is.
He's still in there though. What a rare sighting. Awesome.
Turns out it was blue jay scat. Hey, you win some, you lose some out here.
Always follow the scat. There's a rare species up there. I can't say I've ever seen it in North America before.
American Airlines.
Really?
Big difference between a sky bird and a ground bird is the sky bird fly. The ground bird can, but chooses not to, which is why bird people are freedom's so important.
So we've seen a couple skybirds, but they're normally easier to find just because the sky is so much bigger. So yeah, that's demonstrated.
It's pretty big.
Hey guys, this is a segment called Walk and Talk with Counselor Mike. So I think that this is an important time to teach my little counselors, my campers, about bird mating. It's very important and very beautiful. So the male puts on a show, much like this. And the woman can't resist. So we're gonna try to do a little bit of that. We'll see how it works. But bird mating is beautiful. Love to see it. It's great. Go out to nature, guys.
Yo, Finny, what are you doing? Why didn't you say anything? Dude, come on, man. It's a team effort. Can't believe that.
If you can listen carefully, you can hear all the bird sounds. Yeah. So basically what they were saying, you have to have a really attuned ear to hear this, but what they were saying was, please come and find me. We love you. And I don't know if that was to me or someone else, but it's just so beautiful. All right.
There were just two birds on a branch right here. Gotta be quicker.
That's the thing about birds is you gotta be quick because they can fly. There's often no time because they fly, so just keep that in mind.
It's a bird on the power line. We're gonna try to get it off there because it's actually kind of dangerous. Alright, cool. So got him down off the power line, another bird saved. So we're walking on the path over there. There was actually a blue jay in the birdhouse. Sometimes he's a little bit too adventurous.
Penguins don't live around here.
But waterfowl do live around here. And that's the beauty about birds, is that they live almost everywhere.
Sometimes if birds dirty, they like take baths, so you can get a bird bath.
And if you want to help conserve birds at home, buy a bird bath. It's an easy way to give birds baths. It's one of the only ways that I can think of, to be honest.
Just a little recap, and I just saw a bird.
Birds.
And I screamed. And that's one of the hardest things about being a professional bird watcher is that you have to contain your excitement because birds are easily.
Ooh, bird!
There's a ground bird right here on the trail, just walking along the trail. That's crazy. It's like he's out trying to get exercise or something. But birds don't need exercise because they burn a tremendous amount of calories in flying. So let's keep going. Let's try and see where it leads us. I couldn't hear what Finney just said, but I asked him what kind of bird it was. But he's so laser focused. That's the good thing about this kid as a spotter. He gets zoned in and it's incredible. I've never seen anything like it. We lost him.
That's the whole part of birds, so that's the thing, you know? You lose them easily.
There's a bird right there, but there's a squirrel right next to it. And everybody knows that squirrels and birds are mortal enemies.
Why is that, Kevin?
Because they're always competing for space within the trees. Do you have anything to say, Finney? We're just walking along. Finney noticed there's a mallard in the water. A real life mallard. I'm gonna try to. Dude, you see its head? I just dunked its head. That's what bird baths are for. I'm gonna try to get up close and get a good shot.
You don't see that in nature all the time.
No, you rarely see that.
So, I don't know if you guys heard of the movie The Birds. It's traditionally classified as a horror movie, but us three, we find it actually really beautiful, and we think Alfred Hitchcock is a scoundrel and a bastard because he made birds have such a bad rap, but they're beautiful. I personally have only been pecked by a bird once, and it was because I put birdseed all over myself, so like, understandable, you know?
So we've been getting a lot of questions from our subscribers if our birds are actually government surveillance drones. It's crazy to me that people think this, talk badly about birds like that. This is God's and nature's creatures. But those pigeons, man, you can't trust them all.
Birds are not government surveillance drones, but pigeons might be. The jury's still out.
11.
Yeah, so we just saw a couple
So emotional.
baby ducks with mother duck. Mother ducks notoriously have a little like worm on their tail feathers or their butt, something like that the baby ducks follow. That's why they actually follow her in a line like that, as you see in like cartoons and children's books. All right, now we're gonna go to our remote access educator, Sean Dixon. He's reporting from the streets of Philadelphia. He's gonna give you guys a little urban knowledge.
Hey, this is Sean reporting from beautiful Philadelphia, Pennsylvania with my camera gentleman Dylan. We're going to be looking at the bird wildlife. Hold on. We're going to be looking at the bird wildlife located here. Birds don't just live in the trees, they make it work anywhere, whether they're flying into buildings or getting, you know, some food from the trash cans. So why don't we go see if we can get some shots of that? Come on. Look at those guys. As you can see, birds make it work wherever they are. Even in the cities, they find a nice patch of grass to go digging for worms and hang out in the sun. It's not all fun and games in the bird community. Sometimes birds die. But you know what? I don't feel good about this, and you shouldn't either back home. Bird statue. Pigeon right there. Notice how it's a full-grown pigeon? You tell me one time you've ever seen a baby pigeon. So we found a scat sample here. Unfortunately, our resident scat expert isn't here, so we're gonna get a sample of that, send it back to Finney for some taste testing, and see what we find. Thanks for stopping by for a little remote access education from Sean here and our camera gentleman Dylan. Have a great day. Now we'll send it back to the fellas.
Thanks, Sean.
Okay, so we just finished our walk. We saw a lot of birds. I'm really happy with the results.
Yeah, me too.
I think it's been an absolutely awesome day of adventure with my
Outstanding.
boys. It's an important thing for people from all backgrounds to be able to learn about what we're teaching you. Yeah.
And if you love this education, guys, I know we love teaching you guys. Make sure to smash and like and subscribe. Don't just smash.
Smash.
We'll see you next week.